We all have them, don't we? Those moments that play back in our minds, long after the day is done. A word spoken in anger, a choice made from a place of fear, a time we didn't show up for someone we love, or even for ourselves. These memories can feel like invisible weights we strap to our backs each morning. We get so used to carrying them that we sometimes forget they are even there, but we feel their effect in the slump of our shoulders, the ache in our hearts, the quiet dimming of our own inner light. This burden, my friends, is the weight of unresolved mistakes, the spiritual clutter of guilt and regret that we all accumulate on this journey of life. This heaviness can color everything we do. It can make us hesitant to take a risk, afraid to open our hearts again, or unworthy of the good things that come our way. It whispers lies in our ears that we don't deserve a second chance. It can build a wall between us and the divine, making us feel too ashamed or too small to reach out for help. But I am here to tell you today, on this beautiful day of February 17th, 2026, that you are not your mistakes. The weight you are carrying was never meant to be a permanent part of your story. The beautiful truth is that there is a power greater than our mistakes, a love that is bigger than our shame. There is a presence, a divine source, whatever you choose to call God, that is waiting with open arms, not to judge, but to welcome you home. The first step toward shedding that weight, toward feeling lighter and freer than you have in years, is simply acknowledging that it's there. It's about having the courage to stop, to get real with yourself, and to say, "This is too heavy for me to carry alone." That single moment of surrender is where the magic begins. So, let's take a collective deep breath together. And as you exhale, imagine letting go of a tiny piece of that burden. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't need a grand plan. All you need is the willingness to believe that a lighter, more peaceful existence is possible for you. It's not just possible, it is your birthright. Today, we are going to explore a simple, powerful path to reclaim that lightness, to unburden your soul, and to step back into the grace that is always available to you. So many of us think of forgiveness as something we do for another person, or something we must earn from a distant, judging God. But what if we reframed that? What if we saw forgiveness, first and foremost, as a profound act of self-love? It's a gift you give to yourself. When you hold on to guilt over something you've done, who is it that truly suffers? You are the one reliving the pain, carrying the shame, and limiting your own joy. Asking for forgiveness isn't about erasing the past. We can't do that. It is about releasing the past's power over your present and your future. Think about the feelings that come with our missteps. Guilt, shame, sadness, regret. Guilt says, "I did something bad." Shame takes it a step further and says, "I am bad." This is the most damaging lie of all. Asking for God's forgiveness is the act of stepping out from under those clouds. It is a declaration that you are ready to see the sun again. It is admitting, with beautiful and raw honesty, that you are human, you are imperfect, and you are in need of grace. It is the ultimate act of humility and strength, all wrapped into one. We need forgiveness because carrying the weight of our wrongs exhausts our spirit. It drains the energy we need to create, to love, to grow, and to be of service to others. It's like trying to run a marathon with a backpack full of rocks. You might make it a little way, but eventually you will grow tired and stumble. Asking God to forgive you is like stopping on the side of the road, opening that backpack, and handing those rocks over to a power that can actually handle them. It's a divine exchange. You offer your broken pieces, and in return, you receive peace. This is not a complicated theological transaction. It has nothing to do with being religious enough or saying the exact right words. It's a matter of the heart. It's about connection. God isn't looking for a perfect performance. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks the door to that connection, allowing love, healing, and light to flow back into those places within you that have been dark for far too long. It's the permission you grant yourself to begin again, right here, right now. I know what some of you might be thinking. Oprah, it's easy for you to say, but you don't know what I've done. I haven't prayed in years. I wouldn't even know where to begin. I hear you. I really do. The thought of speaking our deepest shames, even to God, can be terrifying. Fear and shame are powerful silencers. They want us to believe we are isolated in our struggles, that no one would understand, that we are unworthy of being heard. Your story is a human story. You are never, ever alone in your feelings. Prayer does not require a special location or a fancy vocabulary. Your heart is the only cathedral you need. Your honest words are the only hymn that matters. You can pray in your car on the way to work. You can pray in the shower. You can pray in the middle of the night when you can't sleep. The divine is available 24/7, no appointment necessary. The most powerful prayers are often the simplest ones, whispered from a place of true vulnerability. It's not about eloquence, it's about the sincerity of your soul's cry. The courage to pray is the courage to be seen as you are, not the polished version you show the world, but the real, messy, beautiful you. Drop the mask. Allow light to shine on parts you've kept hidden in the shadows. God already knows your heart. Speaking it out loud is for you. The monsters under the bed are never as scary once you turn on the lamp. Find a quiet space right now, just for a few minutes. Turn off the noise of the world. Put your hand on your heart and feel its steady beat. This is your life force. This is your connection to the source of all things. You don't have to have all the answers. Be willing to ask the questions. Be willing to open the conversation. This is your invitation to speak, to release, to begin the sacred process of healing. If you feel unsure where to begin, I want to offer you a simple prayer. Think of this not as a rigid script, but as a gentle guide, training wheels for your heart. You can say these words out loud, or you can speak them silently from your heart. Read each line, pause, and let the meaning sink in. Take a slow, deep breath between each phrase. The goal is not to rush through it, but to truly feel it. Let's do this together. Find that quiet place in your spirit, and let's begin. Repeat these words after me, with intention and with an open heart. Dear God, I come to you now, just as I am. I am carrying things that feel too heavy for me. I am sorry for the mistakes I have made, for the ways I have hurt others, and the ways I have hurt myself. Please, I ask you to forgive me. Wash me clean of this guilt and this shame. Continue with the second part of this prayer. This is where we ask for the strength to move forward differently. It's not just about wiping the slate clean. It's about asking for help to write a new story. Please, fill my heart with your divine mercy. Help me to change my ways, starting today. Give me the strength to do what is right, and give me the wisdom to know the difference. Help me to forgive myself as you forgive me. I am ready to let this go. And finally, we close with gratitude and acceptance. This is the Amen, the so be it. This is you sealing your intention and trusting in the process. Fill me with your peace that passes all understanding. Thank you for your endless grace. Thank you for hearing my prayer. Amen. Now, just sit in the silence for a moment. Don't rush to get up. Don't immediately check your phone. Just be still. Notice how you feel. A sense of lightness, a quiet calm, or even a wave of emotion. Whatever you feel is perfectly okay. You have just done something incredibly brave. You have cracked open the door to your own healing. You have spoken your truth to the universe, and I promise you, you have been heard. Saying the prayer is a monumental first step, like opening a window in a stuffy room to let in fresh air. But what happens after you say Amen? The moments that follow are just as sacred. This is a time for quiet receiving. Forgiveness isn't always a lightning bolt. Sometimes it's a gentle dawn, slowly lighting your heart. Be still. Don't jump back into the busyness. Give yourself a minute or two to breathe and notice. Allow yourself to feel whatever comes up without judgment. You might feel an immediate sense of relief, as if a weight has been lifted from your chest, a sign of release. Or you might feel a twinge of sadness. That's okay. Healing is a process, not a one-time event. Think of your prayer as planting a seed. You won't see the full flower right away. Trust that beneath the surface, life is stirring. After asking for forgiveness from God, extend that same grace to yourself. It's often the hardest part, We can be our own harshest critics. In these quiet moments, place a hand over your heart and say, I am willing to forgive myself. I am worthy of peace. I am ready to move forward. You may need to say this many times, over many days. Be patient and kind, as you would with a dear friend. Keep the lines of communication open. This isn't one and done. It's the start of a new, honest dialogue with the divine. Return to that simple prayer whenever heaviness creeps back. Use it as a daily practice, spiritual hygiene. Embracing forgiveness means learning to live in the light of this new day. It's about accepting that you are no longer defined by the shadows of your past. This is your new beginning. It doesn't mean you will be perfect from now on. This journey of life is full of twists and turns, but it does mean that you now have a powerful tool. You know the way back to peace. You know how to unburden your heart and reconnect with grace whenever you stumble. This knowledge in itself is a profound freedom. You no longer have to be afraid of making mistakes. They don't have the final say. Living in the light means choosing to focus on the person you are becoming, not the person you used to be. It means waking up each morning and choosing to live from a place of love, not fear. When a memory of your past mistake arises, and it might, you can learn to greet it differently. Instead of letting it pull you back into shame, acknowledge it and say, thank you for the lesson. I am forgiven. I am choosing a different path today. You are retraining your mind and your spirit to live in a new reality of grace. This newfound lightness will begin to ripple out into every area of your life. More patience with your children, more compassion for a coworker, more kindness for the stranger at the grocery store. When you are no longer weighed down by your own burdens, you have so much more energy and love to give. You become a beacon of the very peace you have received. People will notice a change, a softness in your eyes, a warmth in your smile, and they will be drawn to your light. Walk forward from this day with your head held high, not in arrogance, but in quiet confidence. A beloved child of the universe who knows they are worthy of love and new beginnings. The past is behind you. The lessons are within you. A future filled with infinite possibility is before you. Go forward and live from this beautiful, open, forgiven heart. You are loved. You are guided. You can always, always begin again.